Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you about this hectic week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
Before we get started, please take the time to read this disclaimer pertaining to this channel. Hey, honey, hey, it is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with yet another video. So, guys, today's video is still going to be a continuation as we talk about the Shanquella Robinson case. This is just an outrage of hate, and we are definitely going to get into this video in its entirety. So, let's get into it, honey.
It's my friends to me, because, y'all, it don't take that long to get naked. It don't take that long to get naked, hoes. Where y'all at?
This week marks nearly a month since 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson went to Cabo, Mexico on a trip with friends, but was the only one that didn't return home alive. Millions across the country wanting to know why. Charlotte city leaders do as well.
She was a beautiful young woman. You could see it from every bit of her being that she took pride in herself. And when you are like that and you're gone before your time, people wonder, and I think in a selfish kind of way, what if this happened to her daughter? What would this do for mine?
Tonight, Charlotte Mayor Vi Lyles took a moment during the council meeting to call Shanquella's mother, Salamandra, to extend her condolences following this weekend's funeral.
I don't know that I thought that I would have to console as many people as I have had as a result of violence. And that is telling about who we are right now and how do we change that direction.
It was clear afterwards the call was moving for both women.
Any mother would be moved by that conversation. When moms get together and talk about their children and their families, and that's why we need to keep them close, and to not have the ability to reach out and hold her hand, or to go to church with her, or to just go shopping with her is really very hard.
While social media continues to post theories for how Shanquella died, there has been no new update from Mexican authorities outside of releasing her death certificate that showed she died of a broken neck and severed spinal cord. Late last week, the Charlotte FBI confirmed it's investigating the case.
You and I have seen this community, topic after topic, apply pressure. And that's what's happening now.
Mayor Pro Tem Braxton Winston says he started following the case before national attention really took hold. He's confident support from the local community and the widespread national attention will impact the case for the better.
Engage with folks that are dedicated to applying pressure to make sure that this family has the things that they need, first of all, to be comforted in this dark time, but that are going to apply pressure to the system.
So the video clips that you're looking at consist of video footage that was taken from Shanquella's phone. As you can see, she's showing a flash that she received from Dejanay because it was her 26th birthday that they were celebrating, and she was out skinny dipping by herself. Now, the next clip that you see is her passed out in the hammock. This was the first day that they arrived. She was extremely tired, my guess, from actually flying in and everything. And so that is what we're looking at. And that's when Khalil had made the comment, we got our first dead body. And we're definitely going to get into that comment.
We got our first dead body. Body. She too full.
Well, from my understanding, the timestamp of him talking about her sleep in the hammock was at 8:45, and they began eating around 9:45. This is all on the same day. You will see the chef preparing the meal for them. As you can see, this is the spread that the chef was preparing for them, and they are simply going through and videotaping the drinks as well as the food.
It's just us in this big ass house. That's crazy.
So as you can see, she's showing the meal that the chef has prepared at this time, what she's about to eat.
Down to it. Fuck those who don't do it how we do it, because we used to it. Drink, motherfucking
Drink.
Now what you're looking at is a game that they were playing at this time. It appears to be a card game with actions you have to take.
One.
Winter, come on now.
David, you be working.
Deja, we know you weren't working on upper body when you was working out. Come on, let me see what you got, Winter. Winter, what is that? I'm gonna blank. What a card at? Man, these people here.
Come on, Lisa, grab a card.
So what you're looking at is the proof that this actually came from her phone. It was on her Instagram page. She had even put up this quote in regards to money management. So what I'm about to show you now is the Mexico prisons and what actually it has to. Okay, so let me give you guys my thoughts and opinion on what we just seen. Now, I have agreed with everything that Mr. Jackson has said, but last night he had said something that I definitely didn't agree with, but I definitely understand his position in regards to what he said. He said basically that when Khalil was making a statement, we got our first dead body, it was his way of already announcing what was about to happen. Now, I honestly don't feel that. These younger people have a different vocabulary and verbiage than us older people. And I feel like that was their way of saying she's the first person to pass out and go to sleep. You know, when I was younger, that was something that as soon as I would go to sleep at a slumber party or whatever, you know, we would put something on the other person's face or whatever. But that was our way of signifying that that was the first person to fall asleep, which is what I feel like he was trying to say there was they got their first dead body, because she was the first person to go to sleep. She was passed out. She was tired, my guess, from the trip of actually traveling over to Cabo. And we don't know what all she had to do before she actually got to Cabo. But that's the only thing that I have not agreed with so far that Mr. Jackson has said. He is the spokesperson for the family. And so I definitely understand that his thoughts and his feelings in regards to it was him being telling, and he possibly was drunk already, and so a drunk man never tells no tales. But I honestly didn't take it as that was what Khalil was saying. Now, do I agree with the verbiage? No, I definitely think that it could have been some different wording. But however, like I say, nowadays, these younger kids, they have a language of their own. And, you know, we can only piece together some of the things that they're trying to say. Excuse me. Now, what really bothers me is here it is. We're looking at them playing games. You know, she's enjoying herself, skinny dipping by herself with no one else around. And I just wonder what happened that could have altered the whole mood. What happened that could have changed the whole dynamic? Now, I do agree with Mr. Jackson when he said that he felt like this was something that was already pre-planned before they got over to Mexico. which is why I feel like the boyfriend and her sister wasn't there. Because if they were at home, the boyfriend or the sister would have intervened on anything transpiring, and they would have had easy access to them. Whereas with them going out of the country to a different destination, you know, it's a territory where she's not familiar with, and she only has the people she came with to rely upon. And if those people aren't intervening on your behalf, then this is a result of what could possibly happen. And I feel like they definitely weren't going to let her live to tell the story of her being jumped, because, baby, if her family is anything like my family, let me say somebody done jumped me, baby, they gonna be waiting at the airport for you. So that's why I feel like it was pre-planned. It was a premeditated murder. And they definitely weren't going to give her a chance or the opportunity to come back and tell somebody that they jumped her, because they was going to get jumped as well. But that's just my thoughts and my opinion. Now, it has been some information that came out from the Charlotte Observer, but I have not found out if this information from the Charlotte Observer is accurate. But take the time to look into what the Charlotte Observer had to say, and you guys tell me your thoughts and opinion in regards to what the Charlotte Observer had to say. There are some other rumors that are flying around, which I told you yesterday, that Mr. Jackson had cleared up from the family that no money had been stolen from this young lady that they were aware of at that time. So they are still looking into her bank account and trying to figure out the actual motive and everything, but nothing has been definitive at this moment. Now, the prison video that I showed you, like I told you, Mexico prison is not something that anybody wants to endure. If you want to go somewhere and do something, Mexico is not the place that you want to go do it. Now, the femicide charge can charge up to anywhere between 40 to 45 years. 40 to 45 years. So that they might as well count themselves out if they get charged in Mexico. That's a long time. That is a long time. They will be old, dusty, and then some in regards to when they get out, if they get charged with murder in Mexico. Now, Glenn had posed a good question yesterday. He asked, how could they get charged in two places? So I had to go and look up how they get charged in two places. Now, if Mexico decides not to charge them with murder, the U.S. has a rule and regulation into play that actually they can turn around and charge them with murder. Now, if Mexico decides to charge them with something else, lying to Mexican officials or something like that, they can get charged in Mexico for that, but then they can still be charged in the U.S. for murder. So that is how they can be charged in two different places. And I did take the time to post the law on my community tab yesterday, so that way everyone could see what the community tab had to say. But that is the only things that I have for you guys at the moment. We will have a panel discussion later on today to talk about the things that I read in the Charlotte Observer, and it will clear up some things, and then it will also confuse some things at the same time, but we're definitely going to get into it. Until then, I am Miss Leda. I am opinionated, I'm unbothered, and I am unapologetically me. Bye. So this is the end of this video, and this is Miss Leda saying bye, hunty, bye. Until next time, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and become part of the family. Until next time, you guys be blessed.
Let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your tired feet.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me.